So just imagine that your business is a small, tiny stall in a marketplace, a busy, bustling marketplace. How do you stand out? What do you do to get noticed? Content marketing is the thing that you need to lift yourself above the noise, to be identified, to be spotted by the people who need the help that you provide. Hey guys, I'm Shalina and I'm back with another video. I'm excited to be speaking to you about content marketing. Now, in this digital world where really and truly content is the currency, it's the way in which we transact, it's the way in which you know the value that I'm providing to you based on the content that I put out there into this digital marketplace. So I shared in the previous video that I have two businesses. One is a digital resource library for business owners, and another is a virtual assistant business. Now, my digital resource library is content heavy. We give content to our members, but also it's the way in which I need to showcase what it is that I'm offering, how I help, who I serve, by the content that I produce. All right, so why is it that content marketing is so important? You're thinking, I'm in business, I'm doing the most in whatever it is that is my zone of genius. You now want me to add another layer to what I'm already doing by creating content. Yes. Yes, I do. And the reason why I'm saying this, the reason why I'm encouraging you, because content marketing gives you a few things. Let me list them out for you. The first thing that it gives you is visibility in this online space. I mentioned that if you're in a marketplace that's busy, it's crowded. Most marketplaces are, unless you're super niche, and even so, with all the other marketplaces that are transacting, it's really hard to get someone's attention. We're kind of like lemons. How many of you remember lemons? Just being pushed and moved into different directions. So yes, your service or your product might be perfect, it might be ideal, but there's so much noise and so much distraction that you really have to add value by the content that you create, and that's the way in which you're going to get visibility. The second reason why you really need to focus on content marketing is because it gives you credibility. By you creating content that solves problems, it gives solutions, it helps people to have a perspective shift in various areas. That is how you're going to build credibility. We can go to your sales page, we can go to your landing page, but we have no idea if you actually know what you're talking about. So by you creating content, and even video content, that's what I really want to encourage you guys to create. Video content puts you in front of your audience. If you can speak to your topic and share your insights, that is going to build trust at an exponential level. And then the third reason why you need to focus on content marketing is because it's cost effective. Small business owners, as I say, who are on low or no budgets, have to find ways to be scrappy, have to find ways to get themselves seen, to build their brand awareness. And content marketing, it gives you the space to get your message out there, to share what you know and how you can help. So what is content marketing? You might be like, Shalina, you've been talking for a while now and I still don't know what content marketing is. Right, let me break it down for you. Content marketing is all about creating and sharing materials online. While it might not directly promote your service or your product, you're stimulating interest into you, your business, and what it is that you're selling. So when people think about content, they immediately think about social media, and it's bigger than that. So think of your blogs, think of your podcasts, think of the articles that you provide on LinkedIn. There are so many ways in which you can create content and be of value, be of service to your audience. And we don't want to be out here just creating random content. There needs to be a strategy behind the content that you put out. And there's a couple of things that are encompassed within your content strategy. So knowing what platforms you're going to be on, the frequency that you're going to show up, knowing who you're speaking to and being quite specific in who it is that you're creating your content for, linking your content to your business goals. So for example, if you know that you have a program or a course that you're going to be launching 3 months or maybe 2 months ahead of that launch, starting to change your messaging and starting to create content that sows seeds towards that. So all of that and various other bits and bobs are encompassed within a content strategy. Now, whenever I'm working with clients in my virtual assistant business, I build out their content strategy, understanding what their brand voice is. We get really clear on the purpose of each piece of content. So is the content that you're creating to build brand awareness? Is it to convert? Knowing where your customers are in that customer journey and creating content that speaks to that particular stage of the journey that they're at, so that it's relevant and timely to them. And creating content, it's not easy, I'll be honest. There are challenges associated with it. Lack of time being like the most prevalent one. Most business owners struggle with finding the time to create content, especially if they're juggling a 9-to-5, a family, clients, all the things. Creating content is just an added task that just often falls by the wayside because of a lack of time. Another thing is some business owners are unsure what content to create. They don't know what the pain points of their customers are and how their product alleviates those pain points. They don't know what the aspirations are. Again, how their service gets their audience closer to that aspiration. So having a really good understanding of who it is you're creating the content for will ultimately help you in the content that you create. I feel like I'm saying content like repeatedly, but the video is about content marketing. And then I would say the final thing that business owners struggle with when it comes to creating content is just a lack of technical expertise, and that can be a barrier. If you don't know how to create graphics, or you don't know how to edit videos, you don't know how to launch a podcast and maintain and promote that, those things can be stumbling blocks. And with all the will in the world, if what you're going to create is going to not represent your business well, then yeah, maybe you should outsource the content creation to somebody who is able to support you in that way, or maybe just like focus in on a few content types that you can do and you can do them well. And to that point, the content that you are creating, I am a big fan of repurposing. If you've been around for any period of time on this channel, I always speak about repurposing. So the content types that you have got nailed down and you do know how to create, repurpose those, extract nuggets from them and recreate new bits of content would be my advice to anybody who is struggling with the content creation process. So there are many ways around all the challenges that we've spoken about. You could get a virtual assistant, you could look on Etsy for templates, you could learn how to create content, like spending time on YouTube and just doing a little bit of study to upskill yourself is definitely an option for you. But I would love to hear, what are your challenges when it comes to creating content? Leave it in the chat below. I would love to have a conversation and to just understand some of the barriers and challenges that you're facing. So what that means is that I can start to create content around some of those things and just helping you guys with getting more online visibility, because that's what this channel is all about. So to wrap the video up, I just want to impress upon you that content marketing is not a fad. It's not something that is going to just die out in a couple of years. You need to be strategic. You need to be consistent. And that is going to allow you to get the visibility, to get yourself seen in those busy marketplaces. So I hope that you found this helpful. I will be back tomorrow with a new video. I'm not sure what I'll be speaking about. Look out for me tomorrow. There will be a new video, and I look forward to hearing in the comments about the challenges that you're having with content creation. All right, guys, we'll speak tomorrow.